संजीव
यू भी वेलकम बैक। सबसे पहले जो पिछले 3 महीने रहे, सबसे मुश्किल दिन आपके लिए कौन सा था, और परिवार के अलावा कौन सा वो शख्स था जिसने आपकी सबसे ज्यादा हिम्मत बढ़ाई, आपको हौसला आपने?
नमस्कार सबको। Nice to be in front of my Indian media after a long time. I'd say 3 महीने I think कहाँ से शुरू करूँ? जब obviously कीमोथेरेपी चल रही थी तो मेरी माँ प्रति obviously निशान was there most of the time. बड़े अच्छे चालू खिलाड़ी दिखाता था और वो सैली was there, Ritesh was there, so I had all my good friends और सबसे support, बड़ी support my mother was there. I don't think without her I would have made this journey. But I think Lance Armstrong was very inspiring. मुझे याद है कि आज से 5-6 साल पहले मैं उनकी बुक पढ़ रहा था और रीजन मैंने वो किताब बीच में पढ़नी छोड़ दी और मे बी आई हैव टू कम बैक दिस वे एंड फिनिश द बुक। और मैंने वो किताब पढ़ी और उनकी बुक से बहुत इंटरेस्ट लिया क्योंकि उनकी भी यंग मदर थी जिन्होंने उनको बहुत हेल्प किया, उनके भी क्लोज फ्रेंड्स थे जिनके करके ही सर्वाइव। So I think I related a lot with him in terms of coming back because similar cancer था, of course उनका बहुत लास्ट स्टेज में था। I was lucky कि मेरा फर्स्ट स्टेज भी डिटेक्ट हो गया। So काफी लोग थे जिन्होंने stood by me and very tough period in my life.
अमित
युवराज, ऐसा स्टेज था जब आपको शायद पता था कि कोई बीमारी है आपको और आपको पूरा खेल भी रहे थे, कभी आपको ऐसा लगा कि आप बीमारी की वजह से क्रिकेट दोबारा नहीं खेल पाएंगे, या वो फेज कैसा था कि जब आपको पता हो मेरे साथ मिलना है जो फाइटिंग जो प्लेइंग हाउ वाज दैट फेज?
Yeah, it was tough. It was hard to believe that I have this illness. It was hard to believe that a person like me can go through this because I'm an athlete. I run 6 hours a day and सुबह से शाम तक मैं खेलता रहता हूँ और मुझे कैसे कोई illness हो सकती है? It's tough. लेकिन मुश्किल था उसको अंडरस्टैंड करना बिकॉज 6 महीने तो इसी दिमाग में चले गए कि मुझे कैंसर है या नहीं है, मुझे कोई और प्रॉब्लम है, बट द साइंस वर प्रीटी प्रॉब्लम। और आई थिंक वर्ल्ड कप के दौरान मुझे सांस की बहुत प्रॉब्लम रहती थी, मुझे लेफ्ट साइड से सांस नहीं आता था और खांसी बहुत थी, वोमिटिंग और कभी कभी ब्लड थी के साथ आवाज पड़ के मुझे शायद खांसी में कई बारी नहीं गई लगा बट it was just unfortunate. I can't hear you. Please be louder. नहीं, मैंने किसी को कुछ बताया कि मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम है। I just went through the phase. मैंने कभी किसी को शो भी नहीं किया कि I'm going through an issue in my life. I was always happy. I was always cheerful और अपने आप को समझाना कि you'll be okay, you'll be fine और मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है या ऊपर से बोलना अपने आपको, पर इनसाइड ऑलवेज थॉट दैट there is an issue and there is a serious issue, and I hope there will be an outcome soon. What do I need to do about this illness? And once I just had to just come out of it somehow.
Vikrant.
If you post chemotherapy, what are the changes that you have to make in your lifestyle?
I think doctor would be able to tell this little better, and then you will answer.
The kind of chemotherapy he had and the fact that he's been asleep and straight, very little. So he has always been a person who's eaten very healthy food. He exercises a lot. He's very careful about drinking plenty. So very little changes in that respect. But he has spent a lot more time reading about healthy food, high protein food, a bit of organic food. So he's been reading about those things, and I think he's going to make some changes, but nothing in specific.
Mentally for you?
You want him to answer that?
Mentally, I just think I just have to be positive. Think about सब सोचते होंगे कि everybody must be expecting that I should come back on the field jaldi. But at the moment, it's there's a lot of happiness inside me that like I'm आदमी की तरह खा सकता हूँ, पी सकता हूँ, and I can my lungs breathe normally, so I can meet my friends. मुझे किसी के बैठ में ये stress नहीं है कि मेरी body के साथ क्या. So at the moment, I'm very happy and relieved the way I'm living my life. It's to get my life back is something very special. I make thankful to God, and so I'm very positive and always being positive. I was positive when the chemo was going on, and बस यही है, बस यही है कि I just thinking about good things. Yes, sort of a study हो जाता है कि you're thinking about your teammates playing and you're not there, but that's part of life, and I'm just happy to be back, and hopefully in a couple of months I should be in the mental and physical shape to get back on the field.
Vimal.
युवराज, आपकी करोड़ों संख्या आप कंपनी में लगी है। अभी 2-4 साल पहले कोलंबियन थे, विवेक थे, हॉकी के थे और अपना ही पैसा इंतजाम कर रहे थे। आप कहते रहे कि आप स्ट्रॉन्ग का फैन हैं, इंस्पिरेशन मिला है, वो भी एक कैंसर फाउंडेशन चलाते हैं। कुछ आपके लिए वो प्लान है या उधर अदर पार्टी सपोर्ट?
Well, obviously this thing has hit me very bad, or I've come out of it, और कैंसर तो फिलहाल मेरी बॉडी से चला गया, लेकिन वो स्टार नहीं गया है. So I think in coming time I will definitely do something for the people. I don't have any specific plans, but definitely would like to do something. First I had my own family, I had my own friends, I had the Indian team is like my family, but now all the patients struggling with cancer is like my family. So it's definitely, when you see, पहले आप किसी कैंसर पेशेंट को मिलते थे, आपको उसको देख के बुरा लगता था कि please sad, he's going through a lot of pain, but I felt the pain now, so I understand it more, and definitely I'll be more connected to someone who's going through the same kind of illness.
Rishabh.
अमेरिका में जब आप पूरे ट्रीटमेंट से गुजर रहे थे, उस दौरान आपके ट्वीट पढ़ते थे, बहुत बार इंकरेजिंग होते थे, कभी कभी लगता था कि शायद आप पेन से गुजर रहे थे। उस दौरान आपका वक्त कैसे बीतता था, आप कैसे अपना टाइम पास करते थे, क्रिकेट देखते थे, बुक्स पढ़ने के अलावा समथिंग, कुछ उसके बारे में बताएं।
I think क्रिकेट से मैं दूर रहता था, बिकॉज जब भी मैच देखता था तो मैच देखने के टाइम पे थोड़ी फ्रस्ट्रेशन होती थी, तो जस्ट स्टेइंग इन द हाउस, उठ के कुछ भी करना वॉज टफ जॉब। डॉक्टर ने बोला था कि इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट कि दैट यू वॉक। एक दो बारी जिम किया, बट आफ्टर सेकंड थर्ड ज़्यादा कुछ कर नहीं पाया, तो वॉक करने की कोशिश करता था शाम को। फ्रेश एयर और थोड़ी वीडियो गेम्स खेलता था, कभी मूवी देखी। तो मेरी माँ ने मुझे मटर वाले चावल भी सिखाया बनाने, तो trying to learn some cooking as well. So I was कुछ ज़्यादा कर नहीं पाता था, I was stay in the house, और कभी कभार हफ्ते में एक बार go to the mall and just walk around. It was tough to get out of the house and move around. So
शिवेंद्र,
आप लॉन्स आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग की किताब का जिक्र कर रहे हैं, उस किताब में इस बात का भी जिक्र है कि किस तरीके से जब वो कैंसर से वापस आए तो उन्होंने टूर द फ्रांस बेहतर रिकॉर्ड के साथ जीता। कभी आपके दिमाग में ऐसा पॉजिटिव थॉट भी आया क्या कि मैं भी कोशिश करूंगा कि मेरी वापसी भी इसी तरीके की धमाकेदार हो और कहीं ना कहीं लॉन्स आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग से भी बेहतर हो?
देखिए, I can't compare myself to Lance Armstrong. For me, he's a real life hero, and he's a great sportsman, but his achievements in life are much greater because the way he has come back. और I don't want to compare, but मुझे नहीं पता कि मैं वापस आके क्या करूँगा। मेरे लिए फील्ड पे आना will be a big achievement for me, क्योंकि बॉडी को रिकूपरेट करना और to come with all that pressure and come back to play for India will be a big achievement for me. तो उसके बाद क्या होता है, I don't know. मैं आपको नहीं बोल सकता कि मैं आगे फील्ड में क्या करूँगा, because as a sportsman you can only say that I'm going to work hard and अपनी कोशिश से आगे अपनी कंट्री में देखूँ। हर टाइम दिमाग में ये ख्याल रहता है कि मुझे अपना इंडिया का लोगो दोबारा मेरे सर पे डालना है। और तो आई कैन रियली से राइट नाउ कि मैं आगे क्या करूँगा, लेकिन मैं वापस जरूर आऊँगा, इस बात की पूरी उम्मीद है।
सुमन,
You be firstly wishing you a fast recovery. But in the hindsight, do you at any stage felt that if a proper diagnosis had been made at the right stage, the right time, things would have been much better?
I would like Dr. Nitesh to answer this first, and then you will answer.
I actually get this question asked by many of my patients. Is this the right time to make a diagnosis? Am I too late? And I always say that at this point, I have a treatment, so this is the right time. So I think it's impossible to pinpoint a time when this is the right time for treatment. If it's curative, it's treatable, it's treatable. That's all that matters.
I would like to know from Yuvraj himself what he felt.
I think doctor has answered it.
No, I answered it wasn't too late. Or the kind of cancer I had was very hard to diagnose first of all. और उसमें थोड़ा टाइम लग गया, but I was couple of about 2 months late for my treatment, और that मैंने 1 साल खराब कर दिया, was tough to diagnose, and it's hard to accept that you have cancer, and I was in denial most of the time. It was scary, and
And once you knew, you went straight on.
And then once I knew that what I need to do, what is the right thing to go about it, I just went straight away to America. Dr. Nitesh, been speaking to him since I got diagnosed properly, and we made arrangements and straight away I went to my treatment.
And just to make it clear, it has been reported in media that he was in Boston Cancer Institute. He was not. He was in IU Simon Cancer Research Center in Indianapolis. Shweta.
युवराज, अपने फैंस के लिए, अपने देश के लिए आप सुपर मैच मानते हैं, खासकर जो आपका मेमोरी है वर्ल्ड कप मैच में टूर्नामेंट की। जब सारे फैंस आपको ये कहते हैं कि युवराज जी कब वापस आएंगे, शायद कहीं पर वो समझते समझते हैं कि बहुत मुश्किल होगा लेकिन आपसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, क्या आप झल्लाते हैं ऐसी चीज़ों पर कि यार मैं तो अभी सोच रहा हूँ कि फिट होकर पहले पूरी तरीके से फिट रहूँगी लेकिन वापसी के लिए हड़बड़ा रहे हैं सब, क्या आप अपने फैंस को कुछ कहना चाहेंगे और क्या आपने कुछ स्टार्टिंग से किया?
It's a bit emotional to understand all that. Fan is a fan. सब fans यही चाहते हैं कि मैं फील्ड पे जल्दी वापस आऊँ, लेकिन I'm sure वो they understand कि इतना आसान नहीं होगा इतनी जल्दी वापस आना. I'm sure people and you guys will understand कि मुझे टाइम लगेगा, मेरी बॉडी को टाइम लगेगा. सब लोग देखना चाहते हैं मुझे, लेकिन at the moment it's very important कि मैं अपनी हेल्थ का ख्याल रखूँ, eat the best diet and have the best surroundings around me. तो कोशिश ये रहेगी कि मैं जल्दी से जल्दी to focus on my health कि मेरी हेल्थ की प्रायोरिटीज क्या है, rather than being emotional और thinking नहीं यार मेरे फैंस चाहते हैं कि मैं वापस आऊँ, which is great that they want me back and I'm thinking about that. लेकिन I've gone through a very tough time and मेरा काम है उस फील्ड में चाहता हूँ कि मैं अच्छे से फिट होके आऊँ. जल्दी मत करो, चाहे मुझे एक एक्स्ट्रा महीना लग जाए, लेकिन I'm sure जैसे मैंने बोला कि मैं वापस जरूर आऊँगा.
उमेश,
यूवी जैसा आपने कहा कि अभी इस पूरे पीरियड में मदर बड़ा सपोर्ट रहे हैं आपका शुरू से लेकर अब तक. जब उनको पता चला तो उनकी आंखों में आंसू आ गए थे, आपने वो टाइम कैसे हैंडल किया और अपने आप को कैसे हैंडल किया?
I think mothers are mothers that they care about their children, जैसे सब माँ होती हैं. तो और माँ को पता लगेगा कि बेटे को ये इशू है तो माँ तो थोड़ा तो रहेगी, लेकिन मैं आपको ये बात बता दूँ कि मेरी माँ 2 महीने जब मैं वहाँ थे तो मैं मदर डिडंट शेड अ टीयर. उन्होंने एक भी आंसू नहीं बहाया और उन्होंने मेक श्योर किया कि मैंने अपने लड़के को ठीक करना है. सुबह से शाम तक खाना बनाया और मैं छींक भी मारता था या वॉमिट भी करता था तो सुबह 4 बजे उठ के आया थी. सो शी इज बीन वेरी स्ट्रॉन्गर देन मी. मैं तो बहुत बड़ी रो भी पड़ता था छोटे बच्चे की तरह, लेकिन आई थिंक दैट्स ऑफ नो.
सचिन की आपसे लंदन में मुलाकात हुई, सचिन ने कैसे मोटिवेट किया आपको पहले भी इंस्पायर करते रहेंगे और वो लम्हा कैसे डिस्क्राइब करना चाहेंगे?
आई थिंक उनसे मैं इंटरेस्ट था, जो वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में खेल रहे थे तो उन्होंने बोला कि हमेशा मुझे पॉजिटिव बात ही की और इसलिए मैं भी चाह रहा था कि उनका 100 जल्दी हो. सो आई ऑलवेज बीन इन टच विद हिम एंड ही ऑलवेज इंस्पायर्ड मी एज obviously he's a great player, but he's always inspired me as a human, being so down to earth. और it was a great surprise to see you in London. हम चाहते नहीं थे कि ये बात बाहर आए, लेकिन unfortunately आपको पता लगे कि मैं लंदन में हूँ. मेरे पीछे मुझे कैमरा नजर नहीं आया, which was a great life, so thank you. But it was just I was very delighted and happy to see him.
युवराज, वैसे क्रिकेट के मैदान पे आप जिस तरह की लीग खेले हैं, करोड़ों यंगस्टर्स के लिए आप रोल मॉडल हैं. अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो बीमारी आपको हुई है उसके बारे में जो आम इंडियन से पहली बार सुनता तो डर रहा था, कैंसर, लाइलाज बीमारी क्या होगा नहीं होगा. उस जिस ढंग से आपकी कमबैक रही है, फाइट क्या है, आपको लगता है कि इंडिया में एक फेस हो गए आप इस चीज के और इससे भी लोगों को इस तरह आपकी क्रिकेट से ज्यादा जिस तरह की आपकी लड़ाई रही है और आप वापस आए हो, तो जो एक ऑर्डिनरी इंडियन है जो रोड पर है जिसको इस बीमारी के बारे में पता नहीं है और वो जब देखता है कि युवराज सिंह अगर वापस आ सकते हैं इतनी बड़ी बीमारी के बाद, तो शायद इस बीमारी को लेकर लोगों में एक अलग तरह की अवेयरनेस आएगी, अलग तरह से सोचेंगे. अदरवाइज नहीं तो लोग सोचते हैं कि कैंसर हो गया मतलब जिंदगी खत्म होगी.
I think awareness is very important और मैं यही चाह रहा था कि मैं अपने आप को इस तरह से पोर्ट्रे करूं कि जो लोग मुझे देख रहे हैं कि जो लोगों को सेम बीमारी है, they should gain lot of confidence from me that आप डरिए मत अगर आपको ऐसी बीमारी है. मैं भी डरा हुआ, मैं डिनायल में था काफी देर कि मुझे ये चीज नहीं हो सकती, लेकिन अगर आपको खांसी का इशू है या कोई भी इशू, आई थिंक किसी को भी हम सबको जाके चेक कराना चाहिए। ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि एज स्पोर्ट्समैन क्या लगता है कि पैर में दर्द है या बहुत सी निगल से हम खेलते रहते हैं, लेकिन हम अपने आप को कभी अच्छे से चेक नहीं कराते। इवन इफ यू डू और डांस, उसमें भी काफी देर इग्नोर करता है अपनी पेन और अलग तो सो आई थिंक वी शुड गेट अस अ चेकअप। मुझे जब ये खांसी शुरू हुई तो मैंने भी थोड़ी देर के लिए इग्नोर किया और इट वॉज नॉट द राइट वे, बट the World Cup was coming in and there was a lot of pressure on us, so I have different issues. So I think आम आदमी को ये बोलना चाहूँगा कि go ahead, fight it out, be strong about it and आसान नहीं है, लेकिन अगर मैं कर सकता हूँ तो I'm sure कि दुनिया के बहुत लोग कर सकते हैं और they can fight it out.
Dr. Nitesh would like to add something on this.
I actually agree with you that the fact that it's Yuvraj, a lot more people will believe that yes, cancer, if detected in the right time, is curable. And I think that should be the global message that should go out, as Yuvraj said. If you have a symptom, it's persisting, do get yourself checked, because many cancers in the early stage in 2011 are curable.
Kapil.
ये एक ऐसी इनिंग थी आपकी लाइफ की जिसमें आपको नॉट आउट ही रहना और अभी जैसा कि आपने कहा कि कई बार आपका ब्रेकडाउन हुआ, आप रोए, तो वही मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि वो वाई मी वाला जो सवाल आता है कि इतना बड़ा देश, इतने लाखों करोड़ लोग, वाई मी, इस वाई मी से आपने कैसे टैकल किया, वैसे कैसे बात?
जब ये हुआ तो obviously you ask God why me. But when I was asked to see the World Cup, I didn't ask God why me. So, I understand that I'm thankful to God actually कि मुझे मेरी जिंदगी वापस मिली है. Thankful to my blessings of my Guruji, blessings of the whole nation. लोगों ने मुझे बहुत प्रे किया. I think दवा से ज़्यादा दुआ काम आती है और इसके करके मैं वापस आया. लेकिन ये इश्यूज सबकी लाइफ में आते हैं, जो भी इस बीमारी से आता है या कोई भी बीमारी से आता है, बट आई थिंक दैट्स पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ द थिंकिंग. बट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड थैंकफुल टू एवरीवन दैट आई एम बैक ऑन माय फीट.
Rohit.
During very tough times over the last few months, what sort of changes have undergone in thinking about life and uncertainty of life? And another point, how many Indian cricketers were in touch with you? You be more about Sachin and Atal. Others were also in touch with you.
I think I've been in touch with most of them. Everybody's been sending wishes and it's been a tough time. Unfortunately, before the World Cup also, I had a really bad year with my injuries. And this was the icing on the cake, whatever happened. But as part and parcel of life, if you fall down, you get back up on your feet and you move forward. So, always been positive. I always thought of being positive and thinking that, whatever drugs I was getting or whatever chemo I was getting, I always thought that, yes, it's tough on the body, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better every day. And it has cured me. And I'm back on my feet where I was saying about it.
Palvi.
युवराज, आपने कहा कि आपने लैंस आर्मस्ट्रांग से प्रेरणा ली है, उनके ग्रुप से प्रेरणा ली है. आज करोड़ों भारतीय आपसे प्रेरणा ले रहे हैं. इन नियर फ्यूचर आपने सोचा कि आप भी इस तरह की कोई लिखेंगे और उनके साथ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे?
मैं लिख रहा हूँ काफी थॉट्स अपने, whatever I've gone through, मैंने क्या किया, क्या कर सकता था मेरा और मेरे आसपास लोग. So I'm writing a lot. I'm sure my book will come one day and I will inspire a lot of people to be strong in life and move forward and try and shy away from negative things. So in life I just want I try and help people. पहले भी मेरा ही मोटो रहता था, but I think sorry, that's the last question. I just want to relate to, as you said, that what do you think about after this ailment? Definitely my thoughts have changed. you're very popular because of the game, and there's a lot of popularity, and you get everything in life. But I just understand that family and friends are the most important things. Happiness is very important. Your health is very important. And if you have these things in life, yes, money is important, but it's important that you're happy in life or you're healthy in life. So that's what I've had to realize. And जब से इंडिया के शुरू खेलना किया है और यही रहता था कि आज रन बनेंगे नहीं बनेंगे, आज मैं फील्डिंग अच्छी करूंगा, कैच पकड़ूंगा, आज वो क्या बोलेगा मेरे बारे में, आप क्या बोलोगे मेरे बारे में. So all those 10 years is got into pressure about thinking how I can get up every day and prove myself, everybody wrong. But now it doesn't really matter, it's just important that I'm happy in life and I'm content, and I have my friends around, I have my family, and definitely I want to play cricket, but I'm sure I will play with less stress on my mind. I'm just going to go and enjoy my cricket, and I'm sure I'll do better.
For the first time in India, a celebrity was tweeting, a celebrity was posting his picture. Obviously, it's up to your conscious decision. But what was the reason, like you thought that I should be doing this? What was the reason?
Well, the reason यही था, आप लोगों ने मुझे वहाँ चैन से बैटिंग किया. So when the news broke, so I thought it's better that everybody should know what I'm doing, because इंडिया में थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि अपनी स्टोरियाँ बहुत बन जाती हैं. When I got cancer, there were a lot of speculations in the media in lung cancer. So obviously Dr. Ritesh clearly realized that what's the real issue. So it was for me to tell you that this is what's happening with me in my first cycle, my second cycle. ताकि कोई speculation ना हो, and to tell the audience, back home, the Indians, that I'm very positive about it, and I'm doing it, and I'm sure that if you're going through it, do the same. Don't be scared of it. Be positive. भगवान का नाम लो और आगे बढ़ो. Think that you're going to go through it and you'll be a better person, and it's important that आपकी friends and family आपको इस चीज में support करें. So I was just trying to get out that message.
My question is for Dr. Ritesh. Doctor, what will be the routine for next few months, and when is going to meet doctors?
I think in the last bit.
Will you meet doctors in America in near future?
That's not planned at the moment. He, as I mentioned, will have a very planned surveillance, which is being discussed with his doctors in America, and he'll be carrying it out.
Yuvraj, when millions praying for your speed and industry, there is no doubt that you will make a comeback. What's your immediate goal?
My immediate goal is to get out of this press conference and go home. And go being a project put by my mother. My doctor doesn't allow me to that.
I said I should have first then.
But definitely immediate goal is to get better, healthy, and there's no stress in my body at the moment. I'm very happy. So when you're happy, you're in good space, you will definitely get better. मेरे दोस्त हैं आसपास. There's a lot of support from the whole of India, so there's no reason कि मैं जल्दी ठीक और वापस फील्ड पे नहीं होगा. तो मैं उम्मीद ये कर रहा हूँ कि मेरे को थोड़ी प्राइवेसी मिले आप लोगों से. मैंने कहा 3-4 दिन पहले हुआ होगी, आप लोग मुझे पकड़ेंगे, उसके बाद मेरा पट्टा थोड़ा छोड़ेंगे, तो I can have my private life and just get better and just be happy.
Pune Warriors started well this year. And Saurabh said the other day that the game was good. Will you watch the Pune game? Will you go?
Yeah, I was in London, I was watching, I was very happy. Pune started so well. Saurabh being a great captain for India, and he's doing the same with the boys, so it was sweet to say that. I felt a lot of warmth in my heart. and I support my team. I miss playing the IPL. Definitely, it's a great tournament, and I wish Pune team the best, and I hope they get into the last four.
I've got one question for Dr. Rohatgi. Dr. Rohatgi, is there any danger of a relapse in the future, and how long will you be on medication?
Okay, so UV has finished chemotherapy. He is not on any medication. With regard to relapse, when we say 95% cure rate, which obviously means 5% relapse. But we do know that the maximum chance of relapse is in the first year, which is close to 3 to 4%, and then another percent in the next 4 years, and end of 5 years, when it doesn't come back, and in my heart I know it won't, then I will say very vehemently it's gone 100%.
Yuvraj, Lance Armstrong in the book said more about mental strength rather than physical. How did you mentally prepare yourself to come back to India and cricket field?
Yeah, definitely. It is more mental stuff. You have to keep telling yourself that you will be better and be strong, and you will definitely get out of this. But yeah, I mean, when I finished my treatment, I thought I had to stay there for another 2 weeks to get my assessments done and go ahead from Dr. Ryan. And the day he said that you can go home, it was the happiest day of my life to go back to the country. But I thought I was physically weak. I could have got an infection if I would come straight away to India. So I just stayed in London for a couple of days to get better, rest, and be in my private space. So it was nice. I met a nutritionist called Mr. Pete, for his last name, and he put me on an organic diet, and which has really helped me, and which has progressed quite well in the last 10 days. So yeah, that's what's been happening with me.
Question from that corner.
Two questions to you. Firstly, Indians are more emotional. So the guys who came over to the US, they said something that really touched your heart, something other than that comes from other celebrities.
Oh, sorry, who are you talking about?
Indians who wish you well over Twitter, and those who came to the US, to see you and wish you well. Anything specific that is in your mind, and something that touched your heart about?
I was very thrilled over the students of Indiana University came over, and there were about 150 students. They wished me well, and the parade for me. They got the flag. Somebody got the flag of the final of the World Cup. 2nd April. Memories were really fresh in the mind, and it was just nice to see so many Indians. मुझे लगा कि मैं वापस इंडिया में आया हूँ, इतने Indians थे वहाँ पर. So I was happy to see that, and उसके बाद आते रहे मेरे घर के बाहर घूमते रहे मुझे. So it was nice to meet a lot of Indians in Indiana.
And secondly, the second part is, as you wish Pune all the best, do we see you traveling somewhere, considering the schedule you have and watching the place?
I don't really know. I just want to rest and get better. I'm sure I want to wear the Pune t-shirt and support the boys. Definitely I will go for a couple of games. I don't know when, but maybe in May. I was thinking that I will just till the end of April and go and watch a few games. So that's what I plan to do.
Suman.
Yeah, Yuvraj, you are known to be somebody who's fun-loving and kind of a lifestyle that you have followed in the past. Do you think that this is now what we would see a different Yuvraj Singh, who will be more restrained from the earlier Yuvraj that we saw, more fun-loving person and more responsible one?
I was always fun-loving, and I will always be fun-loving. So whether it was past, that's the way I am. मैं जो हूँ आपको दिखूँगा, मैं कुछ छुपाने वाला तो हूँ नहीं. So I've always been the same person. I'm a good person at heart, I know that, and that's what I want to be. So I can't change myself. Yes, I am not 20 years old anymore, and I have to work harder on my fitness. I have to work harder on my health to be at the top, and I definitely will do that.
Gentleman over.
Yeah, Yuvraj, Dr. Yuvraj Roy had said that he would have loved to obviously have you in the team, but he went on record to say that immediately after the operation, Yuvraj had conveyed to me that he wanted to play in the IPL. So if that is true, on whose advice would you have conveyed that to him, given that you were not very sure about when he could get back to the team?
Well, I always बॉडी चल रही दिमाग से चल रहा है तो बंदा ही सोचता है कि मुझे तो खेलनी है IPL 2 months ही हो गया. But that was before the treatment that I said that I'm going to try and play the half of the IPL, but I don't think so I'll be able to because it's tough on the body. So I just, it's just a support for your team that you want to do that. Just a thought, but I just will wish the boys well, and Mr. Roy, he's been very supportive. He's treated me like his own family. So it's been very special for me.
Yeah, Yuvraj, Congress said you have missed a lot of things. What are the special moments you missed off the field and both on the field? Did you miss the 100 runs of Sachin Tendulkar? Or you wanted to be the part of that team when Sachin Tendulkar made his 100 runs?
I wanted to be part of when Sachin got his double 100 in the one day. Unfortunately, I was injured. I wanted to be a part of when Tendulkar got his 100. I was in America. It's been sad. It's been unfortunate. I was not there as a team member to support him, but I'm sure he's the whole nation was praying for him to get his 100. And I was there in thoughts and definitely congratulated him. It was, it's a really big achievement to got where he is right now. And it's just amazing that a guy, such a special player, is your teammate for so many years and develop a very special friendship and just cherish the person he is and take a lot of inspiration from him. So it's unfortunate that I was not there on that occasion, but I was happy to see where he got.
Any special moment off the field?
Sorry?
Any special moment you missed off the field during all these 3 months?
Off the field, yeah. When I was in America, बूढ़े बच्चे जवान सब भाग रहे होते थे मेरे घर के पीछे, तो मुझे भी लगता था कि मैं भी इनके साथ पहुंच जाऊं और भागता इंडिया पहुंच जाऊं. बट thoughts are very different from what he went through. So लगता था कि यार ये 60-70 लाख लोग भाग रहे हैं और मैं भी नहीं भाग पा रहा. बट it's unfortunate, but I'm sure मैं भी भागूंगा.
Last few questions. जिस तरीके से आपने अपना आगाज किया था अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट का, उसी तरीके से विराट कोहली ने भी एक अच्छी शुरुआत करी. तो आप अपनी लाइफ से कुछ ऐसी चीजें बताना चाहेंगे विराट को कि वह ना करें इन फ्यूचर, ताकि विराट को भी कुछ कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना हो. कुछ आप टिप्स देना चाहेंगे विराट को, बिकॉज वो आपको बहुत फॉलो करते हैं.
वो बड़ी चीज है, वो बता नहीं सकता क्या चीज है वो. खुद ही बोल. No, he's a very special kid. He's very talented. He's actually I've learned a lot from him. उसके जो वर्क ethics है, it's brilliant. उसका focus is immense. जब से वो टीम में आया है, उनका जो वर्क एथिक है, मुझे काश में ये लगता कि मेरा ऐसा वर्क एथिक भी नहीं था जो मैं भी इनका था. Yes, I talk to him a lot. I try and help him because it's a very vulnerable age. ऐसी एज में जब सक्सेस आता है तो you can get vulnerable and focus can shift. But I try and help him with whatever I can. So he's got to 1100 in so many less games. It's a phenomenal record. काश मैं अपनी लाइफ में वो कर पाता, but unfortunately I used to bat down the order and he's a very special player in making, but थोड़ा उसको पकड़ना पड़ता है मुझे लाइफ में. So I think he's doing phenomenally well. At such a young age, he's the vice captain of the Indian team. So I'm very happy for his success, and I hope he goes up the ladder stronger and stronger.
Yeah, Yuvraj, was it a pleasant surprise to see Anil Kumble visiting you with your...
Definitely he was. He's been a legend of Indian cricket. He's as important as Sachin has been in batting. So he's a great guy, and we've learned a lot from him since playing with him. And Nishant told me that he'll be visiting, so it was a great surprise. It was great motivation from him towards me, and it was just a lovely surprise to see Jumbo to come all the way just to see me. मेरे बहुत से close friends नहीं आ पाए because they were playing और अपने काम कर रहे थे, but I was overwhelmed जब Jumbo came to visit me.
एक मिनट सर प्लीज.
Sorry?
Did you have an intuition that he is coming?
He wanted to surprise me, but I think Nishant spilled the beans. And ये भी मेरी डेली रूटीन ही है, खाना पीना सोना, थोड़ा घर पे टेबल टेनिस खेल लेता हूँ, मूवीज देख लेता हूँ, दोस्त आते हैं. It's nice to see all my friends because I missed everybody. अमेरिका में ऐसे रह के लगा था कि मैं कभी वापस जाऊँगा नहीं. So I was just happy to see back in India, see हलचल, आप लोग. So sorry, second question क्या है? I think it is a tough battle. It's definitely the toughest battle of my life. World Cup भी बहुत बड़ा किताब था हमारी लाइफ में, but दोनों कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते, but क्रिकेट खेलना इससे तो आसान लगता है. Definitely.
Last few questions. Question from that side.
Immediately after chemotherapy for a few weeks, ये चांस था कि इन्फेक्शन हो सकता था, and that's why he stayed back there for a while his immunity was low. It was checked, and only when it had become robust enough did he travel back. So it was not only about India and India के खिलाड़ू or anything. It's just the fact that you avoid traveling when you're in the
You भी पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड की बात कही, आपने बात कही. पूरे ट्रीटमेंट के दौरान आपके मन में कोई इनिंग आपको याद आई होगी, उस मैच में ऐसे मैंने जीत लिया था, चलो लेट होगा. क्लिंटॉफ ने भड़काया था, हमने तो 6 छक्के मार दिए थे, चलो इसको भी बाउंड्री से बाहर कर. तो इस तरह की कोई इनिंग, कोई बात याद आई?
आई थिंक एक बड़ा स्पेशल माउंट है जो मेरे हर टाइम जहन में आता है, विच इज 57 अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया इन द क्वार्टर फाइनल. बहुत स्पेशल इनिंग थी मेरे लिए बिकॉज वर्ल्ड कप से जब एक साल पहले when I was struggling always visualized because of beating Australia in the World Cup. I always thought that I was hit the winning runs against Australia in the final of the World Cup. और इतना I thought about so much about beating Australia that actually came through the quarterfinals. So I think that was a very special moment for me in my life because मुझे याद है जब धोनी आउट हुआ तो बहुत pressure was really immense and I focused really well कि मेरे क्या plans थे उसके बाद. So I think वो मेरे लिए बहुत स्पेशल है, चाहे वो रन 50 ही है लेकिन बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है मेरे करियर के. I think बहुत सी popular lines है. He was going through it. He was positive about I'm going to get through this. He said that no matter how much this hurts me, I'm going to eat whatever I want because he knew he's going to throw up. But he just going to eat whatever he feels, and he was always positive that he's going to come out of it. And it's just the people he talks about in his book really helped. It was just amazing that look, आपकी family members, आपकी close friends कितना matter करते हैं ऐसे time में. I think उसके ऊपर जो emphasis है, that was really amazing.
Last few questions, Shivendra.
क्योंकि आज अगर ये मौका दिया जाए कि आप अपनी जिंदगी की कुछ बुरी यादों को भुला दें, ये शायद 3 महीने जो बीते रहे, सबसे पहले आप चाहेंगे कि इनको डिलीट कर दिया जाए, और क्या ये संभव है?
बुरी यादें देखिए, क्रिकेट में हार जीत चलती रहती है, बट 2003 का वर्ल्ड कप का फाइनल था, बट दीज आर ऑल लर्निंग कर्व्स इन योर लाइफ. आप
पिछले 3 महीने की बात,
पिछले 3 महीने में बुरी
जो पिछले 3 महीने की बुरी यादें हैं जिन्होंने आपको परेशान किया होगा या आप मेंटली या फिजिकली वीक महसूस कर रहे होंगे, आप चाहेंगे कि अगर आज ये मौका मिले कि एक कोई बुरी याद डिलीट कर दी जाए तो इसको अपनी जिंदगी से मैं भूल जाऊँ, इसको हमेशा के लिए कि हाँ मुझे कभी कैंसर भी था?
आई थिंक लाइफ में हर चीज आपको कुछ सिखाने के लिए आती है. आई थिंक इन सम वे कैंसर हैज टॉट मी a lot of things. Maybe cancer has been the best thing which ever happened to me. मुझे नहीं पता इस टाइम पर, but maybe in the coming years I will realize it. Definitely मैंने मेरा almost 1 साल से मैं वनडे नहीं खेला. I lost 1 year of my peak time of my career. लेकिन I don't know what's in store for me और ये मुझे क्या सिखा के गई. I can't really say right now. But ऐसी कोई बुरी याद नहीं है. Yes, there were more bad days than good days when I was going through it. ये सब मैं नहीं, जितने भी कीमो के पेशेंट्स हैं, they all go through it. When I was going through chemo, बहुत से elderly लोग थे who were taking chemo, and they were fine. They take the chemo, go have a coffee, have a sandwich. तो मैं उनको देख के बड़ा इंस्पायर होता था कि ये लोग इतने चिल्ड आउट हैं, तो why can't I just go and take my treatment and go back home? So इतना जो हम हमें डरा देते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ कीमो या कैंसर, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट इन अमेरिका. दे आर वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग पीपल, दे आर इंडिविजुअल्स. मेरे साथ तो 3-4 दोस्त होते हैं, उनको अकेले आते हैं ट्रीटमेंट कराने के लिए. सो इट वाज नॉट एन इंस्पिरेशन फॉर मी टू सी देम हाउ दे वर टेकिंग देयर ट्रीटमेंट. और दे डोंट से बिकॉज कैंसर है या बहुत बड़ी बीमारी है. दे वर वेरी पॉजिटिव और उनको देख के लगता था कि यार तो ये लोग इस उम्र में ठीक हो सकते हैं, तो मैं यंग बॉय मैं क्यों ठीक हो सकता हूँ.
Question from this. Last few questions.
Yeah, there are a couple of patients. One lady, she was lying. She was putting some flowers and she was absolutely fine. She was talking, she was jumping around, and I spoke to her husband. She goes, yeah, she's got, pancreas cancer, but she's doing well. And she had good hair, very bahari hair, and she was absolutely fine, and she was, very chirpy, and she was very positive. And that's what I'm saying, it was a lot of inspiration. I went to the Oakville shop in America, and I told the guy that, मेरी भी फोटो आती है चश्मों के साथ इंडिया में ओकेस की. तो मुझे बोला, what do you do? I said, I have to get to India. So he said, okay, why are you coming? I said, I had this cancer and whatever. So I said, yeah, my wife also had leukemia. She had blood cancer for 10 years and she had chemo for 10 years, so she's fine now. We have a child and she's fine. So you're like, मैं इसकी बात कर रहा हूँ, his wife got, leukemia and blood cancer for 10 years. I mean, it's amazing how people live their lives over there. They're so positive and they live normal life, and that's what I want to give the message to our people, to Indians, that be positive about it and just go and do your treatment and have your friends around, have your family around, and be positive about it. I mean, don't be scared.
Last two questions, Vinod, and then Rohit. Last two questions. It can go on and on forever.
भाई आप बेसिकली किस तरह से महसूस करें मेंटली आपने बताया कि बहुत पॉजिटिव है हम भी विश करते हैं कि आप जल्दी पहुंचे लेकिन जो पूरा ट्रीटमेंट था किसी को साइड इफेक्ट आपने थोड़ा कंप्यूटर में बताया था कि बाहर चले गए बहुत पेन भी हुआ कितने साइड इफेक्ट हुए थे उससे कैसे जूझे आप
कितने साइड इफेक्ट्स कीमोथेरेपी नॉर्मल साइड इफेक्ट्स हैं बाल चले जाते हैं बॉडी एक होता है वॉमिटिंग होती है so there are different side effects you have to deal with depression होता है so they whatever वहाँ पर ऐसा कोई दिलासा नहीं है वो आपको they show that these are the side effects this is what you will go through and so मैंने पढ़े सब और and I knew that मुझे अगर ठीक होना ही है तो आपको go through it so I was positive मैं जब पहले दिन में हॉस्पिटल में गया मेरे चेकअप्स हुए और Dr. Ayman came back and said that this is what it is, it's a seminoma and bola that everything is under control and he said that in 9 weeks or 8 weeks you will walk out a man who had never had cancer, so don't worry about it, that treatment. So that was a huge confidence for me. I felt good and I thought, understand, let's do it, whatever it is. So we have
Last question, Rohit.
Question for Dr. Courtsey. Is it possible to quantify the effects of chemotherapy on a young athlete like Yuvraj Singh? Is it possible to actually quantify the loss of possibly strength for a young man like Yuvraj Singh?
I think it is very difficult. The answer to that question is extremely difficult. What I do know that a lot of side effects he had while he was on chemotherapy are reversible, including hair loss. His hair will come back. And after a few weeks, he will start some form of exercise, which is what you and I do, and then it will depend on how the next few weeks go. So it will depend on his mental and physical strength. Things will improve. We are already very reassured by the quick recovery he is showing. But I do not think anybody can put a pinpoint definite time on this.
There was one great doctor claimed about the detection of the cancer by many doctors. Were you at any stage little concerned by the lack of patient versus converted externality from any other conditions?
As you mentioned, this is a very confidential issue and I cannot discuss it open. What I do know for sure is that when we started discussing, when I first got into the case as a specialist in middle or end of Jan, things progressed very quickly from there. Once he understood that what the correct diagnosis is, once I told him what the treatment is, what the next can be, he asked very clever questions and he took very quick decisions.
I know you all have a lot of questions, but this will go on and on forever. Yuvi wants to say something.
Well, I just want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank family or friends for thank Anisita because she taken me for granted. I want to thank the BCCI for the support. I want to thank the whole nation. I want to thank the media for their prayers. I want to thank my sponsors. All my sponsors have been very supportive. This time, a lot of people back out, but they did not. So it's been a great support from everyone. So thank you all for all your support and best wishes. That's the reason I'm sitting here and backing my country. Thank you.
You all have been asking a lot about Livestrong and Lance Armstrong. They have been very, very supportive all this while, and they have sent us especially a representative of Livestrong on this press conference. Mr. Pulkit is a Livestrong representative, and whatever queries you have, you can meet him and discuss with him after the press conference. And media wants to say something to UV, I think Vikrant.
No, there's actually a lot to say, but on behalf of the media and fans, I'll just say, stay healthy and stay safe.
Thank you.
Please join us for lunch, and also I will request all the still photographers to move out. Please just give him break.
युवराज सिंह की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आप देख रहे थे। कैंसर से इलाज के बाद, वतन वापसी के बाद ये उनकी पहली प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस जिसमें उन्होंने बहुत सारी बातें की। उन्होंने बताया कि उनके लिए बीते 3 महीने कितने मुश्किल थे। 6 महीने तो इस बात में निकल गए, इस चीज को तय करने में कि ये कैंसर ही है, और उस दौरान उन्हें बहुत मुश्किल वक्त से गुजरना पड़ा। हालांकि उन्होंने बहुत सारी बातें किसी से शेयर नहीं की, कभी अपने दोस्तों को भी नहीं बताया कि वो इस मुश्किल वक्त से गुजर रहे हैं। लेकिन इलाज के दौरान कुछ ऐसे लम्हे थे जब वो रो पड़ते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा कि उनकी मां शबनम सिंह बेहद स्ट्रांग रही। इस दौरान वो उनके साथ रही, परिवार का सपोर्ट मिला, देश का सपोर्ट मिला, स्पॉन्सर का सपोर्ट मिला, बीसीसीआई का सपोर्ट मिला, और इन सब का उन्होंने शुक्रिया अदा किया। उन्होंने कहा कि दवा के साथ साथ दुआएं भी बहुत काम आई हैं और उन्हें उम्मीद है कि वो क्रिकेट फिर से खेलेंगे, वो मैदान पर नजर आएंगे। हालांकि उनके डॉक्टर ने ये साफ कर दिया कि आने वाले कुछ हफ्ते ये तय करेंगे कि युवराज आगे कैसे बढ़ेंगे। उनकी ट्रेनिंग होगी, उनकी फिटनेस ट्रेनिंग होगी, साथ ही किस तरीके से उनकी बॉडी रिएक्ट कर रही है यहां पर, वो भी तय किया जाएगा। और ऐसे में युवराज की फिजिकल और मेंटल टफनेस दोनों ही उन्हें आगे ले जाने में काम आएगी। युवराज ने यह भी कहा कि वो अपने इस अनुभव पर किताब लिख रहे हैं और उम्मीद करते हैं कि वो किताब कई ऐसे लोगों को, कई ऐसे कैंसर पीड़ितों को इंस्पायर करेगी जो इस लड़ाई को लड़ रहे हैं।